So this is the fifth part ng engineering mechanics, which is the continuation ng previous natin. So a 50 kg block of wood rests on top of the smooth plane whose length is 3 meters and whose altitude is 0.8 meters. So yung haba ng plane, hindi naman directly sinabi pero naka-inclined yung ating plane. So that is 3 meters long yung plane natin. And the altitude, meaning the height of elevation, is 0.8 meters. Okay, meron daw 50 kg block of wood sa taas. Okay, then magi-slide siya pababa. Okay, question, how long in seconds will it take for the block to slide to the bottom of the plane when released? Okay, ang hinahanap is, ang hinahanap is the time. So, kailangan ulit natin ng tatlong given. So, hinanapin time. So, starting from rest siya, so meaning initial velocity niya is 0. Okay. And then, yung total distance na ito-travel niya is, since 3 meters yung plane at nagsimula siya sa taas, ang tanong ay hanggang baba, so your distance is 3 meters. Okay. And again, kailangan natin ng acceleration. Okay. Because all the three formulas ginagamitan ng acceleration. Okay, now, saan natin kukunin yung acceleration? Kasi pag may acceleration na tayo, masasolve na natin yung time. Saan kukunin yung acceleration? Dun sa F is equal to ma equation natin. Okay? Since may motion tayo, ang gagamitin natin is F is equal to ma. So, again, sinabi ko dun sa previous video, na kapag naka-inclined ang plane, it's better to rotate the axis para maging horizontal siya. Okay? So, consider natin na horizontal siya, nandito yung ating block, magi-slide papunta doon yung ating block. Okay? So, draw natin free body diagram. Label natin yung mga forces involved. Dito sa kanina, meron siyang weight pababa. Weight is always directed downwards. Okay? But since na-rotate mo siya, magiging papunta na dito yung ating weight. Okay? Weight is equal to mass times gravity. So, this is 50 kilograms times 9.81 meters per second squared. Ano pang other forces involved? Okay, meron tayong normal force which is perpendicular to the force. Since horizontal na ang ating surface, ang ating normal force is directed upward na. Okay? So, pataas na siya doon. Now, ano pa? If magmumove siya pa kanan, meron siyang friction dapat pa kaliwa. Okay, so meron tayong friction dito. But, indicated sa problem, smooth ang plane. So, kung smooth ang plane, i-considered siya as frictionless. Since frictionless, 0 yung ating friction. So, ito lang ang forces involved. Now, again, anong motion natin? Pakanan. Since may motion siya na nag-a-accelerate, ang gagamitin natin is summation of forces is equal to ma. And again, ang motion natin is pakanan or horizontal. That's why summation of forces along x is equal to ma ang gagamitin natin. Okay, ano lang ba ang force sa horizontal? Yung force due to gravity lang. Kasi pag tinignan natin dito, gumalaw siya pababa merely because of the gravity alone. Okay, walang ibang forces involved. So, yung x component lang ng gravity na to. Ng weight na to. Okay. Since kailangan natin nun, kailangan muna natin makuha yung angle. Okay, since naka-incline nga yung ating force dito. So, ano ba yung angle? Okay, normally, ang kinukuha nating angle is the angle with respect to the x-axis. So, in this case, angle with respect to the x-axis is the arc sine of opposite over hypotenuse. So, that is 0.8 over 3. Okay? So, ang angle natin is 15.47 degrees. Take note na kapag nirotate natin ng axis, okay, from this to here, okay, magbabago ang ating angle. The angle na gagamitin natin pag nirotate yung axis natin is the complement of the one here. Bakit? Kasi ito yan. So, yung angle na to, okay, ang total niyan is 180 degrees, diba? 90, 15.47, tsaka ito. Okay? Basta, in other words, nga, lagi siyang complement nung angle ng inclined. Since 15.47, gawin natin 90 minus yung answer natin. So, this will become 74.53 degrees. Okay? And kapag ginamit na natin siya dito sa equation, summation of forces along x is equal to ma. Ang force involved lang naman is yung x component nitong ating weight. So, yung x component ng ating weight, that is 50 times 9.81 times cosine ng ating 74, ng angle kanina na 74.53 degrees is equal to mass, which is 50, multiplied by acceleration. So, para makuha mo yung acceleration, solve this divided by 50. So, that is 50 times 9.81 times cosine 74.53 all over 50. So, ang acceleration niya pala is 2.6166. 6167. Okay, meters per second squared. Now, isa-solve na natin yung acceleration. Isa-solve na natin yung time since ang nawawala is time. So, ano bang formula ang may involved na T, V, O, D, and A? So, yung driver na TIVO, di ba? So, yung ibig substitute natin doon, D is equal to TIVO. So, this is equal to 0. Okay, kasi 0 na yon. Is equal to 1/2 AT squared. Ang A natin is 2.6167, then T squared. Okay, masasolve na natin yung T. Pwede nating i-shift solve or pag kinross multiply natin, that is 6 kasi 2 times 3 divided by 2.617. Okay, equal to ngayon sa T squared. So, in order to solve for T, just take the square root of that and the answer is 1.5. Okay, so meaning, ito, 1.5 seconds bago siya nakarating dun sa bottom. Okay, next. At what RPM is the Ferris wheel turning when the riders fell weightlessness or zero gravity every time each rider is at the topmost part of the wheel 9 meters in radius? Okay? So, sa Ferris wheel daw, may certain speed ang Ferris wheel in which kapag nasa taas ka, feeling mo wala kang kaluluwa, wala kang weight, wala kang timbang. Okay? So, ayun yung tinatawag nating weightlessness. Okay? So, ano daw yung dapat yung speed? Okay? So, anong concept dito? Okay. Ang concept kasi dito, mag-weightless feel ka kasi magka-cancel out yung gravity, acceleration due to gravity, and the central acceleration. Okay? So, magka-cancel yung dalawa, meaning magiging equal ang gravity mo ngayon sa ating central acceleration. Okay. Ano bang formula natin ng central acceleration? That is V squared over R. Okay? So, ang hinahanap natin is the speed or velocity in RPM. Okay? So, pag cross-multiply natin, so, V is equal to, okay, derive natin galing dito, square root ng GR. Okay? So, that is square root of 9.81 times yung radius na, nasaan yun? 9 meters. Okay? So, makukuha natin, velocity is equal to square root ni 9.81 times 9. So, that is 9.396. Okay, but, ang unit natin nito is in meters per second. Ang hinahanap sa atin is in revolutions per minute. So, again, conversion factor tayo. 1 revolution, okay, is equal to 2 pi r meters. So, that is 2 pi times 9 meters. Kasi yun yung radius. Okay? So, revolution per second na siya. Kailangan natin per minute. Revolution per minute. So, again, convert natin. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds para maging revolution per minute. Okay, makukuha nating velocity niya is, ayan, yung answer kanina, times 1 over 2 pi times 9, okay, times 60. Okay, makukuha natin velocity is 9.97 revolutions per minute. Okay, answer is letter B. Okay. Etong problem na to, ilang beses nyo possible na ilang beses nyo may encounter to during the review period, okay, sa review center, and possible din na lumabas sa board exam. Ang importante, alam nyo na, ang gagawin sa ganitong solution is, equate nyo lang yung gravity sa central acceleration, which is V squared over R. Next. Determine the angle of super elevation of highway curve of 183 meter radius so that there will be no side thrust for a speed of 72 km per hour. Diba, normally, mapapansin nyo yung mga highway elevated siya at a certain angle. Medyo maliit lang naman yung angle na yun. So, ang tawag natin dun is the angle of super elevation. Okay. Ano yung formula natin sa angle of super elevation? Hindi ko yata na banggit kanina. Ito. The formula for the angle of super elevation is v squared over gr is equal to tangent theta, wherein v is the velocity, okay, g is the acceleration due to gravity, r is the radius of curvature, okay, and then theta is the angle of banking or yung angle of super elevation. Normally, ang nawawala dyan is the angle of super elevation. So, ang magiging formula niya is arctan v squared over gr. Okay. Nung nagre-review ako, uso pa nun sa bubble gang si Yaya tsaka si Angelina. Yung whatever Yaya, you're such a loser. Okay. Ang tawag ni Yaya kay Angelina is baby girl. Okay. So, pag nawawala si baby girl, hinahanap niya, asan baby girl? Ayan. So, medyo gawin nyo lang parang si Boyet, arctan baby girl. Ayan. So, arctan v squared over gr. That is the formula for angle of super elevation. Arctan v vigor. Arctangent v squared over gr. Okay, sagutan natin to. So, hinahanap lang yung angle of elevation. Direct sub lang to sa formula. So, that is arctan VV, kasi V squared. So, VV natin is 72 kilometers per hour. Pero need muna natin i-convert yung 72 kilometers per hour to meters per second. Kasi ang gravity natin is in meters per second squared. Okay? So, kailangan mag-cancel ng kilometer. Kilometer per hour ko para madali makita yung cancellation. Okay, kilometer dapat maging meter. 1 kilometer, 1,000 meter. And then R to seconds. 1 R, then to seconds. So, 3,600 seconds. Medyo marami pa rin nalilito na lalagay nila 50. 60. 1 over 60. Okay, minute yan, hindi seconds. Okay. So, para maging meters per second siya, that is 72,000 divided by 3,600. Okay. So, 72,000 divided by 3,600. Actually, medyo obvious naman, di kailangan compute na, that is 20. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, velocity mo is 20 meters per second. So, balik natin sa equation, that is 20 squared over 9.81 multiplied by the radius of curvature, which is 183 meters. Okay, again, for the angle of super elevation, arctan v vigor lang yung formula natin. Okay, so that is arctangent v squared over gr. Okay, the answer is 12.56 degrees. That is letter A. Okay. Next part natin is about work, power, and energy. Okay. Work is the capacity of work is simply force multiplied by the horizontal distance. Okay. So yung distance na na-produce or yung displacement na na-produce due to the force. So kung ang object mo is nag-move pakanan, your force must be also to the right. Okay. So dapat same direction yung force and the displacement. Okay. Next. Ayan. So, since kung naka-incline dyan, kung horizontal ang naging movement mo, dapat horizontal yung force mo. Kaya yung force mo magiging F cosine theta. Okay. And then for energy, okay, dalawa sa famous energy natin, potential and kinetic energy. So, for potential energy, the formula is mgh. Okay. mgh, mass times gravity times height. Okay, this is energy due to the position or due to the elevation of the object. Kapag naman gumagalaw, kinetic energy ang involved. So, that is 1/2 mv squared, wherein m is your mass, v is your velocity. Okay. So, meron tayong tinatawag na work and kinetic energy relationship. So, ano yung relationship nila? Parehas yan ng unit. Okay. So, ang work mo is force times distance. Okay. Equal to sa change in kinetic energy. So, that is 1/2 mv squared. Okay? So, meron tayong law of conservation of energy naman. No energy is created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form to another. Meaning, the summation of energy at any point must be constant. Okay? Kasi walang madadagdag, walang mababawas sa energy. Okay? So, halimbawa, may object ka. Sinipa mo pataas. Okay? Nung sinipa mo pataas, napunta dito yung object. Nung nandito yung object mo sa baba, Okay, before mo sipain, nung sinisipa mo siya, okay, gumagalaw siya sa part na to. So, meron siyang velocity kasi meron siyang initial velocity. Okay. Ang involved, since may velocity siya, meron siyang kinetic energy. May potential energy ba siya? Wala. Bakit? Again, formula for potential energy is mgh, mass times gravity times height. Since nasa lowest point siya, considered mo as 0 ang height, so 0 ang potential energy. Dito naman sa taas, okay, pag na-reach na yung maximum point, nandun na siya sa maximum height. So, since maximum height na siya, meron siyang potential energy kasi mgh, okay, energy due to deposition or due to elevation, meron siyang potential energy. May kinetic energy ba siya? Wala siyang kinetic energy sa point na yon. Bakit? Okay, kasi at maximum point nga, 0 ang velocity. And makikita natin sa formula ng kinetic energy, may velocity involved, which is pag 0, meaning 0 ang kinetic energy. So, ano ngayon ang sabi sa principle of conservation of energy? Dapat yung total nito at total nito equal lang. Okay? Since KE plus PE dito equal sa KE plus PE dito. At kahit saang point pa, kahit nasa may bandang gitna pa yan. Okay? That is the principle of conservation of energy. Okay? Sagot tayo ng mga problems. An object is being pulled along the ground by a 75 Newton force directed 28 degrees above the horizontal. Okay? So, meron tayong object, hinihila 75 Newton force, okay, 28 degrees above the horizontal. Okay. How much work is done in pulling the object to a distance of 8 meters? Okay. Since gumalaw 8 meters pa kanan yung ating object, dapat ang involved sa atin ay horizontal ng force. So, if that is the horizontal component of the force, that is 75 cosine 28. Okay? Then, that is the force multiplied by the distance. So, ang distance traveled niya is 8 meters. So, ang answer natin is 530 joules. Okay. Letter B. Okay. Next. Calculate the work done against gravity by a pump that discharges 600 ml of fuel oil into a tank 600 meters above the pump's intake if 1 cubic centimeter of fuel oil has a mass of 0.82 kg. Okay? So, pinump mo pataas. So, ibig sabihin, ang involved na, dahil na dun siya sa elevation, dun sa pinakataas niya, 20 meters above the pump's intake. Okay? So, ang involved dyan is potential energy. Okay? So, kung ano yung work, kasi diba, work energy relationship equal to dun sa potential energy na na-consume. Bakit? Kasi work equals sa kinetic energy at no energy is created nor destroyed, so equal din siya sa potential energy. Okay, i-solve natin. Okay. Potential energy is equal to mgh, mass times gravity times height. Okay, yung gravity, alam na natin yan. Height, given niya na 20 meters, the problema is the mass. Okay, nakalagay dito, yung 0.82 kg, baka, parang may nabago dito sa problem. Okay, by the way, nakalagay dyan, 1 cubic centimeter of fuel oil has a mass of 0.82 kg. Tingin ko 0.82 grams to originally. Okay, so, ganito na lang gawin natin. Ibig sabihin daw, 1 cubic centimeter, katumbas niya is 0.82 kilogram. Okay? So, if that's the case, okay, anong ibig sabihin nito? Siya yung density. Okay? Density, anong formula natin ng density? Mass over volume. So, ang density ng fuel oil natin is 0.82 kilogram. Hindi pala. Sorry. Given na pala, ano ba? Tama pala. Okay. Density is equal to, okay, 0.82 kg daw per cubic centimeter. Okay. Kaso, ang given dito na volume is in ml. 600 ml. Okay. So, ang volume mo is 0.6 liters. Ngayon, ang kailangan mo is mass. Using the formula na density is equal to mass over volume, okay, ang mass mo is density times volume. Okay. So, mass is equal to density, okay, 0.82 kilogram per cubic centimeter over volume, which is 0.6 liters. Okay, pero yung 0.6 liters mo, dapat ma-convert mo muna into cubic centimeter din. Okay, ang conversion natin dyan is for every 1 liter, meron tayong 1,000 cubic centimeters. So therefore, equal to sa 600 cubic centimeters or 600 cc. Okay? So, ang mass natin is 0.82. Oh, wait. Okay, take na sa formula. Ayan, medyo lutang na. Density is equal to mass over volume. So, mass is equal to density multiplied by the volume. So, ang mass natin is 0.82 kg per cubic centimeter multiplied by 600 cubic centimeter. Okay, so this will be 0.82 times 600. Okay, so that is, tama lang pala, 492 kilogram. Okay, so 492 kilogram. So, meron na tayong mass. Masasolve na natin yung work. Okay, that is 492 kilogram times 9.81 meters per second squared times, ang height is 20 meters. So, makukuha na natin yung work done. So, that is 492 times 9.81 times 20. So, that is 96,530 joules or 96 point, malapit na lang, 96.4 kilojoules. Okay? Thank you. Next. Number 15. A ball at the end of the 180 cm long swings as a pendulum. Okay? May pata sa taas. Okay. May bola tayo, nag-swing siya. Okay, just like a pendulum. Okay. 180 centimeters long. The ball speed is 4 meters per second as it passes through the lowest point. So, dito, ang velocity niya is 4 meters per second. To what height above the lowest point will it rise before stopping? So, ito yung hinahanap mo. Ano yung highest height na kaya niyang ma-achieve? Okay? Ano yung height na kaya niyang ma-achieve? So, ang gagamitin natin dito is the law of conservation of energy. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung total energy na sa baba equal dapat sa total energy niya sa taas. So, paano? Okay? Dito sa baba, okay, consider mo na ito yung ground. Okay? Kahit naman i-elevate mo yan, same yung makukuha mong result. Okay? So, halimbawa, ito yung ground mo, or yung reference mo is the lowest point. Okay? Wala kang involved na potential energy dyan. Okay? Ang meron ka lang kinetic energy. And again, dito sa taas, highest point. So, at highest point niya, 0 ang kanyang kinetic energy. So, meron lang siya potential energy at this point. At dapat, equal tong dalawang value na to. Okay? So, dito, kinetic energy niya is 1/2 mass times v squared. So, that is 4 squared. Equal siya sa potential energy at this point. So, formula ng potential energy is m times gravity, which is 9.81 multiplied by the height. Okay, mapapansin natin, magka-cancel yung m dyan, at ang kailangan lang natin i-solve is height. So, solve natin, 4 squared divided by 2 divided by 9.81. So, that is 4 squared over 2 times 9.81. Okay, makukuha natin dyan is 0.815 meters. So, that is letter P. Okay? Tuloy na natin kasi magkakasunod-sunod to. Work, energy, and power. Okay? So, yung work, related siya sa energy. At yung work or energy na yan, kapag din-divide mo sa time, okay, that will be your power. Okay. So, isa sa mga kailangang tanda natin, although nasa calculator naman, kasi ang common na unit is HP and watts. 1 HP natin is equal to 746 watts. Okay? Power is defined as the rate. So, since rate per second yan, rate of doing work, or rate of the use of energy. Okay? Example. An advertisement claims that a certain 1,200 kilogram car can accelerate from rest to a speed of 25 meters per second in a time of 8 seconds. What average power must the motor produce to cause this acceleration? Okay, paano natin isa-solve to? Okay, so gumagalaw, 'di ba, yung car? Since gumagalaw yung car, okay, nag-accelerate siya from rest hanggang 25 meters per second, meaning meron tayong change in kinetic energy involved. Okay, so yung change in kinetic energy natin is 1/2 mv squared initial final minus 1/2 mv squared initial. Although itong initial natin hindi naman importante. Bakit? 0 from rest siya. So baliwala lang 'yan. Okay? So kinetic energy 'yan at ang power natin is the rate of doing work. Meaning, kung ano yung kinetic energy mo, divide mo lang sa time. Okay? So ibig sabihin, magiging formula mo lang mv squared over 2t. Okay? Naka-divide lang sa time. So lalagyan mo lang ng time sa denominator. So that is simply 1,200 kilogram times velocity niya is 25 meters per second, then squared over 2 times time of 8 seconds. So that is 1,200 times 25 squared over 2 times 8. Okay, and the answer is 46875. Okay, but the unit is watts. Okay, so paano i-convert sa HP? Okay, times 1 watt, okay, 1 HP is equal to 746 watts. So, kung ano yung nakuha nating sagot, divide lang natin sa 746 para ang unit na niya is in HP or horsepower. The answer is C, 62.8.